when I was younger and people said to me, you've got to do networking, I hated it. I didn't know what networking was. I was reasonably shy. I didn't know a lot of people. I didn't know how you went and networked. Surely it was much easier to buy the newspaper and look for adverts and fill in your application and send it off. So I couldn't quite get this. And then probably, I suppose, when I left Eurotunnel, and again, somebody said to me, at that sort of level, there was a 5% likelihood of getting a job through an application, 15% through headhunter, from a headhunter, and 80% through networking. So make networking your top priority. And it's absolutely true. In fact, I would say it's 90-95% now, because even the headhunting stuff actually comes from networking. So they talk to their network and they find you. So it's, in so much in life, networking is just the most important thing. Absolutely.
Initially, when I started my career, I was a bit nervous about networking, but actually everyone is there to help you, and people just want to make friends, really. And actually, I think it can be quite daunting, but actually just put yourself out there and start chatting to people, and actually it really helps your career a bit later on if you've got a great network.
Is people, as you can see, really like talking about themselves. And actually, if you know or have come across somebody who has done something similar or has been through something like what you're doing, they are only too happy to have coffee with you and tell you about what they've done.
What it's like being on the other side.
Yeah, right. And also, you know, everybody you meet might have, you know, in some way you can help them, in some way they can help you.
I think the first thing to do is to sit down and cast the net as wide as you are. Whoever you are, you know people. And you may not know people who are in influential positions, but you know people. And those people know people. So it might be your relatives, your in-laws, your family, your friends' parents, your school network, your school friends or whatever. So kind of like write the long list of potential people that you might know. And then just ask for time with people, because in my experience, most people, especially in business, love to help young people. I said before about coaching and nurturing young talent. It's a brilliant thing to do. So that gets you in the door, and then never ask for a job. You don't go in there and say, "Geez, a job." You sort of, you just have a chat, you listen, tell me about your business and your sector. And have you any, give me one bit of advice, where do you think I should go looking? So that's very helpful in shaping your thinking. And then I think the last thing you do before you leave that is you say, can you give me one name or maybe two of people who you think I should go and see? And again, people, that will force a sort of closure, and they'll say, well, actually, yes, I do. I think you should talk to my marketing director or whatever. I'll get her to give you a ring, or, put you in touch by email or something like that.
We live in the age of stalking. So you sit there and go on some stuff where look at LinkedIn, try and find. What I did was when I was applying for jobs and things, I was doing research on people that actually worked there. And you can get away with it. Just send them a LinkedIn request, and if they accept, then so be it. If they accept, then just drop a message and say, what's it like working in this company? I'm just in the process of applying. And they'll look at your LinkedIn and be like, oh, okay, this guy's either switched on enough to actually have a prospect of a job, and then we'll probably actually have a conversation with you. Or they'll look at it and be like, okay, maybe you haven't quite got it. Might even say to you, maybe not quite best suited for this, which is fine. I mean, it just saves you time. But I think there's no danger, and you don't lose anything by actually sort of doing that research outside of just Google. And I think that separates you quite a lot from the sort of the rest of the field, I suppose.
I would definitely say is know your elevator pitch. I'm sure everyone hears that quite a lot, but it's just understanding exactly who you are and actually what you want to achieve is really important. Understand your current role and what other people's roles are, and then have a smiley face. Everyone likes a warm person to chat to.
I just think it happens a lot better when it's organic, and also when it's really equal, so you're both interested in what each other do, and it's a very it's a conversation, and maybe it leads to something, maybe it doesn't, but as long as you've had a good conversation, conversationing, is that a word? I don't know. It's just that real interest of being like, as a younger person, just being like what do you do, and showing real interest and seizing the opportunities that come from like that conversation.
Yeah.
It may be immediately you stumble upon somebody who says, well, actually, we are looking for somebody. Or it might be 6 months or a year or 2 years down the line where people remember and people are talking to somebody and who was that person we met, and they give you a call and are you still interested in joining this company? So it is time consuming. It's probably easier nowadays with the internet and all these networks of things that allow people to connect, but it's absolutely vital.